How you doing? Remember 9/11? Remember fucking you know, the whole thing with Israel and shit's still going on, after a fucking while, pretty much. It's like is that still happening? Is that still, you know, going on? Am I even in the frame? Yeah, I think. And because everybody's like obsessed. Let me just move this. It's too fucking distracting. Let me just move that shit. Everybody's too fucking obsessed with the past. I fucking notice. Like everybody's obsessed with like World War II and fucking serial killers, and just boring, useless shit. Just pretty crazy because like there's history happening outside and nobody cares. Sometimes I'll eavesdrop and I'll hear like two old people talking about politics, and they don't know nothing. They don't care. I remember once it was like a really blue fucking city, and this old guy was talking politics. Oh, that Trump guy, he's a real bastard. And saying like, should have been president Kamala Harris. And she said Kamala Harris. Didn't even know her fucking name. Like people that are so upset about nothing, just like who cares? Who gives a shit about all this nonsense? Who fucking cares? Terrible. It's all boring. It's all bullshit. There we go. Everybody now, this little society loves documentaries. There are fucking school shootings going on. Which that's probably not even the news anymore because like nobody cares. It's so ugh, boring. And fucking I'm like this fucking nervous, jittery journalist who just doesn't give a shit. I don't care. If I was reporting the news, it would be the most laid back, just fucking nothing. Like, yeah. It was a school. I don't know, something happened. Uh it's looking like a lot of screaming, a lot of police. I don't. Oh, great. More drive-by music mayhem. Isn't that great? When you can still hear that shit. You're in a fucking crappy studio, hearing people blasting music. What is this fucking Los Santos? People gotta shut up. Like, shut up. Seriously. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? You know? Just love how we have this fucking group of people. You know what? I'm gonna fucking just crack open a beer. I can get in the mood. Okay, now I'm ready. It's fucking weird how I'll go in. People just love these docs. Oh, I love being, you know, wisdomized or whatever the fuck. Like this. I like being, ooh, it's class. That is such class. It's like no, it's not. You're watching a bunch of old, trashy white people sniff nail remover, glue. They love their couch so much, they're literally eating it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with society? Just, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Gotta tell you, couldn't tell you. You know, I don't know what's wrong with you people, me. I'm not fucking perfect either. People are just weird as fuck. Like just obsessed with like wars. But there isn't a documentary about like a school shooting. Like that's a war, you know. There's like gangsters or soldiers, and they're doing their duty. You know, you think it's easy to march into a school and fucking, do that? You know how you must really be into humiliation to look that dumb, you know? Next up, you'll have like somebody dressed in a fucking furry, like they're Peter Griffin. Clean up the fucking trash. It's for the environment. It's for a good cause. Don't look at me like that. It's for a good fucking cause, you know? And, who knows? Maybe history is bullshit, you know? People thought for years Hitler died in the bunker. Now, even though people were talking about this like 10, 15 years ago, he's in fucking South America, in Brazil or whatever. Should have made the big statue instead of Jesus, just, Hitler. Who knows? Maybe he switched fucking races. I saw a picture online of a Chinese Hitler. Who knows? Maybe that was him in disguise. I remember the first time I really had to look into what the fuck politics were. Because as a kid, you didn't give a shit about politics in the 2000s. You're on your DS playing Mario. That was it. That was life. Life was simple. You drink apple juice, you eat cereal, you play on your DS, you go to the park, you trade cards. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't fucking matter, right? And then, you got this whole COVID thing, and then you got fucking George Floyd. Remember when that fucking happened? Close the fucking window. Remember when George Floyd happened? Boy, that was everything. People lost their fucking minds, I tell you. People went out of their fucking minds. You really didn't see society just lose it. Fucking lose it. That was great. I was like watching a bunch of cheap ass Mexicans on a ride, and the roller coaster is coming apart. Couldn't help but just like, ain't that funny? Eat that popcorn. I have some of that shit. Huh. Look at that shit. That's funny. Hey. Because that actually happened to me once. I was in fucking Mexico on a ride. I was 13. Literally, screws and bolts are flying, hitting you in the teeth. Like it's paintball. You're at the range, and all the shells are hitting you. Like, shit burns. And boy, that was great. It felt good to see people just go crazy. And all you had to do was say 2 words, and people would just fucking lose it. It is a fun thing to me. Just bugging the crap out of people. Love that shit. That shit's great, Just doing that. Wow. Fucking nice. Fucking nice, And, it was a whole thing of, no, the police are brutal. Like, you got all these 90s just hippie fucking jackholes. It's a term I made up. Trying to relive the old glory days of the 90s. And people from the 90s, during the whole Rodney King thing, we live in the glory days of the 60s. And people from the 60s, we live in the glory days of the fucking Civil War. So it's like, you know what? No. No. I don't think so. I get it. You love Bill Hicks or Rodney King. You're a real hippie. You love grunge, Green Day, you know, Corn. I get it. I know what you're about. Well, you listen to the rock station when it was just music. You're a Stern guy. I don't care. Shut the fuck up. You know? And that's all that was. People like to say, "Oh, it's for civil movement. We're helping." You know, what took over 2 blocks of the most liberal fucking crazy city in the country, and now what? You think you're Mister Ooh, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, fucking you invented something? No, you didn't invent shit. You're smoking weed. You go to raves. You do Molly. I don't fucking care. Like, there's no honesty. There's no fucking honesty anymore. You gotta tell people you're cuckoo. This is an autopsy report. Read it. Read it and weep. Okay? Read it and weep, please. Be nice. It'd be cool. That'd be cool. Fucking, I don't know what to tell you. Because, like, some people, they just lose it. Like, I knew this kid once who was really defensive of his sister. Claims she got raped. She dated like 6 black guys in a row in between. Fucking vacations from her a white boyfriend. It's like, okay, I don't know what you're doing, but knock it off. All right? And he gets all red and he's crying, whips out a knife. It's like. Oh, Mr. Big Shot. Hey, okay. You went to the army, right? You went to the army. You're a tough guy. Cool. All right, cool. Because there's this mindset of Gen Z, okay? And I think they're pretty cool. And I don't think so. I don't think they're that cool. I got to be honest. I think they're kind of weird, kind of, touchy whoa, you know? Well, you really think about it, they're either in the military or they're a bunch of gamers or they're working at Starbucks. There's like 3 directions they go, and it's like, fuck that. Fuck that. I got all this shit written down, so let's see what else I got. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Back in the '60s when people would smoke weed, camera's still on. Sweet. When they would smoke weed, it wasn't clean like it is now. You got little spuds. You're spitting it out. It's like instead of having a coffee grinder, like a coffee machine, you would put the coffee grounds in hot water and mix it and wait, and you'd be drinking it. So it's sort of like coffee, but you'd be spitting out the fucking coffee grounds because it tastes like shit. And to be on the ground, in grass, getting dirty. And now people got blankets. They got fold-out chairs. You think people in the 60s had fold-out chairs? They were fucking in the woods. Because they literally weren't allowed to have sex. Or they would get fucking shot. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. People in this place. Fucking mental. I tell you. Hear people slamming doors. Like, there's fucking shops downstairs, like tattoo, barbershop, right? And the blasting music at like 2 in the morning. It's like, what kind of a business are you running back there? It's like a fucking gangster hotel. Shit. Goddamn. People are fucking weird. People are fucking weird. With their fucking emotions and shit. I don't fucking get it. I honestly don't fucking get it. It's weird as fuck how people are, They just love taking in the drama of the news, of the society. It's like, are you this dumb? Why is nobody just like unplugging, I got unplugged. Fucking grandmother. That's got to be fucked up, pulling the plug. Yeah, that's... Imagine how many doctors have just, like, killed people. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. Yeah, yeah. Yep, you know. You do really think about, like, what is up with that shit, you know? Fuck. Because you do see a lot of people playing a game, making a bunch of money, which is cool. That's fine. But they're not saying anything. It's fucking weird as fuck, you know? And it's like, because without the fucking gameplay, useless, I tell you. Useless. Because they're not saying anything. There's no jokes. There's no like, okay, so why can't black people swim? You still got the shackles on, right? You know? Asians, are they drunk or are they just tired? Am I right? You know? So it's just like, what the fuck? Legitimately, what the fuck? And, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care. I used to be that guy. I remember when I was 17, 18, playing a game and you're streaming and, you know, you get 5, 10 people. And it's whatever, okay? But, you know, it's just like, come on. Come on. Say something, you know? Say something interesting. It just seems like everything now has become so generic. Like, there's nothing exciting about a podcast except Red Bar. He's the one guy, he puts on a fucking show. Stand-up wise, really is still Louis or maybe Mark Normand. Nobody's really trying shit. Remember when Jesselnick, like, what the fuck happened to dark humor? You know, you don't see a dark humor comedy festival. For movies, a little bit. You know, Austin and Portland and shit. But not for, like, stand-up. You know, I saw one for, like, Toronto. It's the fucking Canada. Like, what the fuck happened where you can't do dark humor no more? Like, that's fucked up. Truly. I mean, everything's so movies are generic except Tarantino. Scorsese has become very generic. He hasn't done a good movie since, like, Wolf of Wall Street. And before that, it was, like, a Casino or some shit. Tarantino is still great. Louis is still great. There's some that are still good. But it's like, that's like 2 people. You know, Ralph Bakshi used to make fucking great fucking movies. You know? And it's like, everything's so generic. There's only a couple go-tos. You know? Radio used to be Stern, then it was O&A, and now it's like O&A again, or A and J. Ugh. It's just not what it was. And everything is fucking generic. Nothing really stands out or is like, wow, this movie's amazing. I mean, there was a weird animation called Mad God. Came out like 3 years ago. It was pretty good. But since then, what, like Lighthouse, that's one. Like, there's nothing. Everything is so, it's all about fitting in. It's all about, oh, I want to get rich, be successful. Don't fuck this up. Don't take any risks. But then become generic and stagnant. It's like, why? What the fuck? You know? I think after a while, the Nazis felt like, oh, this is getting kind of boring. Maybe we should mix it up. Do a little meth. You think things got so boring they have to do drugs, you know? Can you just, I don't know, leave? Let me go on 10 days leave. Like, oh, that's gonna suck. You think anybody was keeping score? You know? It'd be fucking funny if it was like 1941, the Blitz. Or 1940, Christmas, the Blitz. Germany 2, Great Britain 0. Let's see what happens next. And that fucking scoreboard. That'd be funny. That'd be fucking. I can't. I fucking hear like somebody's gonna fucking bust open the door. Keeping score like a doc, like it's fucking. Poland. -2. Let's see how they come back from this. In Germany, ooh, they coming in pretty hot. They got a nice 4 or 5 score there. A double pointer. Poland basically, if they're playing soccer or football, whatever, gay, they scored on themselves, If they're playing fucking football, they basically got like 3 safeties in a row. Pretty much all those countries just got like a bunch of safeties. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? You're going to let them blitz? Are you retarded? That'd be fucking funny. That's a good idea. But it does seem like that old sort of 2000s, 2010s media is dying, like vlogs. Those aren't what they once were. No way. It's all like comedy stuff. All the gaming stuff is dying, COD is like completely dead. Completely. You don't have any new games. Like, nobody cares. People want good media, and they're getting fucked up all the time. Like, any city you go to, there's druggies. Any city. Is life that bad? You got to do heroin? You look like you came back from the Chinese guy who puts needles in your arms. You got like 5 heroin needles in this arm and 6 in that. It's like, boy, come on. Come on. And it is fucking, it's weird. It really is weird. How things in the 2000s were so fucking crazy. They were crazy cool too, And there was like this rock and roll to it. And then I don't know what the fuck happened in 2010, but everything got really gay really quick. Like really gay. The music, fucking, like the High School fucking musical was a trend, is pathetic. Are we on the camera? Battery is dead. That's good. Let me end the recording to save it. Okay, SD card is still recording at least. And I don't know what the fuck it is, but something weird happened, And nobody fucking talks about that shit. They shouldn't because it's boring. But I hear somebody again. Holy shit. I hear somebody. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't know. And I don't know what the fuck it is, but like motherfucking people, it's really weird. Trump had this fucking influence where like it was about 2016 when that happened. Every funny TV show just became awful immediately. Always Sunny, Arrested Development, when they brought that back. They did it in like 2012, but it was still terrible. Because the rock and roll thing was over. Archer became terrible. Family Guy. South Park changed, but it was still funny. Like again, it's always one or two things in every genre. It's like, come on, you fuck. what are you doing to me, man? And oh, there we go, another fucking ambulance on the way to save the day. God damn, save the day, doing the world justice. Yeah. And what was it? Yeah, 2016, something happened. Like ever since that, boy, he changed everything. Trump, like, he changed comedy, entertainment, literally everything. Stand up pretty much stayed the same. Uh, let's see. Radio changed a little bit, but like, just fucking sad to see that type of shit. And let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna end off here. Next time I should probably write down what I'm gonna say rather than just riff. Although it is pretty cool. Yep, that's it. Camera died. Whatever.